Hello, good morning, happy Monday. Happy Monday. It's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock, March 16th, Monday, right? I think when it's like, I always talk about spiritual things. Spiritual things. I talk about the ex-husband, the black magic, because they did black magic too. But it's like, it's different when it's criminal activity and you know a criminal and you know that they're doing black magic on you. And then it's like, if you talk about it, you put your own life in jeopardy because they are a criminal. They are a criminal. They do shit. They've been in jail. And the whole thing is, it was like, you've been in jail. I'm like, okay, like what for? Oh, you killed, they killed their father. They killed a parent at 14 years old. So I'm like, so you was in jail at 14 and they stayed there until 21. I'm like, you would try, I'm trying to just understand the conversation. This is a criminal. Oh, it's self-defense. I was scared for my life. Like, so you was scared that your father was gonna kill you, so you killed him first. Yeah. Yeah, whatever, but I let people talk and I don't say nothing. But it did trigger me to think, oh, I was arrested. Like, damn. I remembered I was arrested. I was arrested for a violation of order of protection. But I put the order of protection. Then because I put the order of protection, because I didn't want this I didn't want this person around me, like get the fuck away from me. And then they tried to rob my house. So I put an order of protection so that they can't come around me. So then I put the order, then they go put an order too. And then they got the order. It's the kid's father. So I'm like, I needed something for the kids, and I'm calling him to help me with the kid. He wasn't helping me. What he did, he called the police and said I violated the order of protection. But I'm like, the kids are your kids. Whatever. And I'm working in the courthouse, and I had to, turn myself in because I work in the courthouse. You can't have any legal, you can't have anything in the courts. You can't have a police record. You can't have nothing if you're working in the courthouse. You cannot have a criminal record and you're working in the courthouse. Charges. I think he signed the document, so he released me. He had to release me from jail, and I was like, and I just remembered, I just remembered my issue. So what is that? That's trauma. That's trauma bonding over trauma. Oh, you was in jail at 14, and you spent most of your adult life in fucking jail. Like, wow. And I'm like, I was in foster care. I was in foster care from 15 to 21. Trauma bonding. That's what that is. That is called trauma bonding. When you get close to a person because of the trauma that you lived in your life, or the trauma that you had to overcome in your life. But I had to grow and heal, and I've always taken care of myself because that's what the group home taught me. Independent living skills taught me how to be an independent woman, how to be self-sufficient, how to take care of myself. I will never be a broke ass. This bastard is a broke ass, and he don't have nothing, and he will not. I'm just like, you let people talk. I let people talk. This person likes to talk about everybody. You don't have your own shit, so you're living with people. Then you talk about everybody that you live with. I'm like this. It's just not a good person. And always wants me on the phone while they're talking to other people. I was like, I don't want to talk to you like this. Oh, then it's an argument because I don't want to talk, And then it's an argument when I do talk. Everything is a fucking argument. They're like, I like to argue. I like to fight. Oh, I like this. I don't know. Like, that's what they look for. Like, they don't like peace. They was straight up toxic and nasty and ghetto. And I'm just like, oh, my God, I hated talking to this bastard. But I'm like, you know what? Let me just talk to this person. I don't want them to feel bad. So I'm talking to the person. But it's like they're an idiot. A fucking idiot. They don't have no job. They don't work. They don't want to work. And then they're a criminal. And then I'm like, at the time, I knew the person's name. So